Well, it is the beginning of day 6 of World's Group Stage here in Berlin with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined right now by Raz. We're outside of the Verdi Music Hall with Mercedes-Benz Arena behind us. The sun was in our eyes, so we flipped around. Anyway, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had a lot of fun with the event. There were 2 days where I was absolutely ill and was just in bed, but I'm much better now. So.
Yeah, I feel like there's a plague going through the production or the broadcast team.
Yep.
Like Azale's out today, Captain Flowers has been having a hard time.
I ran into Captain Flowers. He was definitely dead on arrival.
Yikes.
He was super sick, but I think he's getting better now.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he is. I mean, I'd love to see him make an appearance again at Worlds at some point in time. People are screaming off in the distance. What has Worlds been like for you? Because for me, I have not found group stage to be as spontaneous as sometimes it normally is. I mean, yesterday's games were interesting for sure, but you know what I mean? It's not like we're like, whoa, SKT is failing, or, no big surprises.
Well, last year I think was just an anomaly. I'm going to outright say we always said that last year was probably the best of Worlds that ever, because the group of death was literally just Vitality and Cloud9 taking out and eviscerating Gen.G. I'll put that out there immediately. Sure. So this time around, definitely to start it all off, FPX still getting first seed. A few people will be disappointed because of how well J-Team and Splice played. And I guess we're still going to be waiting. I think today, just for people who know, today we're doing Group A.
Yeah.
I don't think there are going to be any surprises for Group A. I think it's going to be...
Yeah, and you just voted Griffin over Cloud9 in this game that's starting to booze from the crowd. And you know what? I'm not even as offended at you doing that as I am at Jat, because he just keeps betraying our country and our region, and it's very
He's the most logical person. He's someone that if his heart is saying to pick NA, he won't even hear it.
Yeah. The most logical person would identify that they work in North America and their value is to that audience, and they should not betray the region.
Hey, technically... I have North American ties as well.
Okay. Yeah,
but I still pick Griffin. So.
To get out of the group, you're saying. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
well,
so what are you going to do?
Shit. Anyway, but we were just talking that no big surprises. You think this group is not going to have any surprises?
Yeah, absolutely not. And this is when some dumb stuff happens. But you can't attest or vote for dumb stuff. All right, you just let it go through. If
I've been voting for dumb stuff for years, Raz. That's been my whole career.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah. What the hell? Yeah, because dumb stuff sometimes happens so that you look like a god.
That's the reason. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, there's no risk, right? If you vote for dumb stuff, you're like, oh, Travis, he just votes for dumb stuff. But then if you vote for dumb stuff and it works, it's like,
you're a god.
Jad doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, so you think that last year was a fluke, but then we also saw MSI where TL, and was that also a fluke? How many flukes in a row can you get?
There is a difference between fluke and underperforming. So I would say that... okay, I can't even call it a fluke. So best of ones, we all know anything can happen. So we'll all put that out there. And I also think that Gen.G, stylistically, we're going to get messed up. There were a lot of issues from that one. So I missed a lot of context because it is a year away from them. But for MSI, I'm not calling that a fluke. That was a best of 5 that they got slammed because of some players, specifically Ning and Balan, playing incredibly poorly.
Oh, I thought you were going to say...
Oh, what's up?
It was a fluke that TL... didn't win in the finals.
I will never say a best of 5 is a fluke. If you win a best of 5, you're just the better team of the day.
Yeah.
Also, if somehow IG was going to go to the finals, they were going to lose to G2 or SKT. So it's just, I will never account for or try to have faith in players spontaneously getting better, unless if their name is Invictus Gaming.
Gotcha.
There we go.
Gotcha. Well, so you think we're going to have pretty standard... How many Western teams get out in this... in your setup?
So for Western teams, Splice already got out. I tipped them, but then I obviously flip-flopped and had J-Team. So I think that, of course, G2 will go through. I don't think Fnatic will go through. I don't think C9 will go through. Literally only G2 and Splice, since they were already
You didn't mention TL.
Oh, right, TL. Not a lot of people will like this, but I also flip-flopped to have TL go out of groups as well.
Oh, so they are going out in the air.
I thought that... Initially coming in, I had IG first seed, and I still believe that's going to be the case. And I had second seed being Damwon.
Yeah.
But I think Team Liquid, specifically Xmithy, playing super well to connect the map. And even though there's one game that Jensen played poorly on Orianna, I'm not going to say that he's going to be doing that in or at least account for that, because I think he's going to be really good coming into the next day. So They all have talented players. They're a more structured team. They play team fights incredibly well. They set up for objectives really well at their best. So I'm accounting for them if they're playing at their best. I think they're right now a little bit more well-seasoned than Damwon.
So do you have all 3 LPL teams getting out?
Hell yeah. Okay.
Does that mean if you don't have Damwon getting out, is this, in your mind, is LPL officially the strongest region this year?
So actually, I'm doing this whole AMA thing on my Instagram, and I got asked this question. So if we're just talking about what best region means, I would say LPL has all 3 teams in the top 6.
Okay.
I actually have IG and RNG a little bit higher than FPX if I'm just talking about what my expectations are going into Worlds because of the whole ceiling.
You don't have LPL winning.
Exactly. So if it was a finals, I think the highest chance is going to be G2 and SKT. Because being the best region actually just doesn't matter because a lot of these teams are just going on, they're all solo warriors, obviously.
Sure.
So SKT right now and G2 being the best teams in the world is a fact. I think RNG can grow to a good enough degree to get into a finals. They can make an upset over G2 or SKT, but it has to be an upset.
Yeah. How you been enjoying the broadcast work this event?
Oh, it's been real fun. I think this is the second time I've been in front of a live crowd. So the first time was in Asian games, but no one understood me. The crowd was both Korean and Chinese.
You couldn't get booed for your predictions
That's
there, like
true.
you can't hear.
No one understood my commentary, so I was fine.
Yeah.
But this is the first time where everyone can I can chip in. You can literally kind of go with the crowd a little bit. I love it. I really enjoy the entire venue. The fans are loud too. I will say the splice chant needs a little work.
Splice. Broden's been hearing me make this. The chant is terrible. I just want to die. It's as bad as like the sirens that they have here in Germany, which I've also been hearing a ton. It's like brr, brr. That's just the flashback I get whenever I hear the splice noises.
I think they're trying to intentionally tilt the enemy crowd.
Yeah.
If you have
well, they're
FPX
tilting
crowd,
me.
They're doing a good job at that.
Yeah, I can't imagine because you're right that there are a bunch of LPL fans that have concentrated into a corner on that bottom row, and on the floor, and they are probably not thrilled to hear those noises.
Absolutely not. They sent out their Jaios, and then from the rest of the game,
splice. Kill me. Anyway,
I would laugh, but I'm about to cough. You can tell I'm still having the remnants of the sickness.
Well, I don't want to mess your throat up anymore. Is there anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
I hope you guys continue to enjoy the broadcast and just the games. I mean, that's really all I want. Whenever it comes to Worlds, you get very few real international events where teams from around the world get to face off against each other. I know that the LMS teams still have a chance, but J-Team really showing the pride of the LMS was already beautiful. So I hope to see those same players, specifically Fofo, and I still have a lot of faith in Rest as well. Find it into the next tournament.
Yeah.
So a lot of faith in those regions coming back, but also cheer for your teams. If you believe in Cloud9 like the fan votes did, I bet you tweeted out that.
I didn't know. I didn't vote. I don't vote in those things.
But you still rush to judgment.
Yes. No, I mean, I'll say it on my show or elsewhere. And I'll call you guys out for it on Twitter like I did. So,
But please vote. And also just cheer. And if you're at home, tweet, do anything. Show your fandom. Because while last year was probably the best chance the West had to win a Worlds, this time around, in terms of just the sheer amount of teams.
Yeah. By numbers perspective, last year was the best.
Perspective, last year was the best. This time around, I think you still have a lot of good teams. Team Liquid and G2 will definitely be, throwing the banner around. So that's going to be fun to see from a Western perspective.
I mean, G2 SKT is my bet as well for the finals.
Yeah.
And it does feel like G2 actually has a pretty good chance at that. We'll see, but.
That's true. Just so people know who my favorite to the world is, it's still G2. G2, they're still kind of trolling in comms and still doing really well. And all you EU fans out there or analysts that are literally saying, oh no, I'm worried because of that, they're not going to do that in a best of 5 unless if they're really going to just
The EU fans, I never hear that. If you don't tell them that G2's the best they're going to win, you will face retribution.
Too many people have been talking about G2's history, though. Their history in group stage and flunking out. They literally have a super team. That's never going to be the case. So I'm just putting that out there.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the interview.
Excellent.
For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things Worlds right here on my YouTube channel. Hey, Alienware sent us here to Worlds, and I just want to tell you that there are also 5 North Americans that are here with us. They've got an amazing story. Alienware supports me. Alienware, I don't know if they support them, but they're 5 North Americans. They do incredible things here in Berlin. They make burgers. That's right, Five Guys right over here. Five Guys, North America. I don't know how I'm going to integrate Alienware into this other than to say Alienware is delicious, just like Five Guys. Actually, I don't really like Five Guys. I like Alienware way more than I like Five Guys. In and Out is way better. Either way, check out Alienware stuff at alienware.com/Travis.